Hello everyone, welcome back to Study. Today we are going to learn that how can we convert a toric spectacle prescription into the contact lens prescription, right? So let's move on and see. So over here, toric prescription means that there is some sphere as well as cylinder in the prescription of the patient. So that means that patient is using any cylindrical number as well, right? So over here, how can you convert this spectacle prescription into the contact lens prescription? So why we have to convert the spectacle prescription into the contact lens? Because the patient wants to use contact lens, and suppose he has a prescription of +9 sphere with +6 cylinder at the axis of the 90, which is the cylinder with the sphere, means that it's a ferrocylinder or a toric prescription. So we have to convert this toric spectacle prescription into the contact lens prescription for the patient so that he can see with the contact lens and we can eliminate the refractive error. So another name of this is that back vertex distance compensation. So we all know that in contact lens back vertex distance is 0 and in glasses it's something about 12 to 14 millimeters. That is why we have to compensate this distance, and there is a formula by which you can do the compensation and you can convert the spectacle prescription with XYZ back vertex distance into the contact lens prescription with 0 back vertex distance, right? So 14 millimeter, after converting it you will obtain 0.014 meters. Now the most important thing over here is that how can you convert it? So the first step is that you have to draw the cross. How you can do this? You are going to draw the cross of this prescription. So it means that the sphere should be on the axis which is with the cylinder, right? So we all know that for cylinder, one is the axis meridian and while other is the power meridian. So whatever the axis of the cylinder is written, the power is on the opposite side or 90-degree apart. So if the axis is written 90 over here for this cylinder, it means that its power is 90-degree apart, right? So its power is at 180-degree. So always remember, what you have to do is you have to place the sphere at the axis which is with the cylinder, and you have to place the cylinder 90-degree apart. So over here I have drawn a cross where +9 is on the 90-degree meridian, while on 180 we have the +6 value. As you all know that the spherical power is at each meridian, right? So on each meridian there is a spherical power as well, because spherical lenses are one whose power is divided equally on the lens. If the +9 power is on 90-degree, the +9 power is also on 135-degree and it is also at 45-degree, right? And this power is also at 180-degree. So at each meridian +9 is there because it's a spherical power. Now you can see that there are two power coinciding at the 180-degree, which is one is cylinder and while other is the sphere, right? So what you are going to do, that you have to combine these powers, right? So you will add the cylindrical and the spherical value as well. On the meridian where the cylinder is present, you have to algebraically add the spherical power for the conversion, right? So first step was that you have to draw the cross. Then secondly, what you are going to do in the cross, you all know that spherical lenses or spherical power is the one which have the power in every meridian, right? So over here the power is also at 180-degree. So in 180-degree you can see there is already a power of cylinder, but it has a sphere as well. So you have to add up, right? So add these both powers and you will obtain what you are going to do. See, you are going to add +9 and +6. You will obtain a new cross value which is +15. So the cross is basically +9 at 90-degree and +15 at 180-degree. So after making a cross, this is the first step, right? So here the first step is completed, which was you have to draw the cross. In the second step, you have to find the power of the contact lens with the formula which we have discussed in the spherical spectacle prescription conversion. The same formula you are going to use here, but here what is the difference, that you have to find the contact lens power for each meridian. So we are going to find the contact lens power for +9, and we are going to find the contact lens power for +15 at 180 degree, and for 90 degree we are going to find separately, right? So using the same formula which states that contact lens power is equals to spectacle power divided by 1 minus back vertex distance, which should be in meters, multiplying it with the spectacle power. So by this formula you can find the contact lens power. As you all know that back vertex distance, after converting the millimeters, 14 millimeter into meter, we obtain 0.014 meters, right? So I have told you, after making the cross, find separately the contact lens power for each meridian. So +9 and +15, you are going to convert these both meridian powers into the contact lens power using this formula, and back vertex distance is 0.014 meter. So now you have placed the values. Contact lens power equals to +9 divided by 1 minus brackets. In the bracket you have to multiply the spectacle power with back vertex distance in meters. So 0.014 multiplying it with +9, you will obtain totally, after calculating it, you will obtain the contact lens power which is +10.25. Doing the same thing over here, but the difference will be that the spectacle power will be changed, which is now 15 plus 15. After the conversion you will come to know that here the power is, contact lens power is +19, right? As you all know that +9 was the sapphire, so after converting the +9 into sapphire you obtain +10.25. so the sapphire for the contact lens will be 10.25 diopter sapphire. The spherical value will be the same which you have used or which you have converted from the spectacle prescription. So I have converted +9, which was a sapphire, in the spectacle prescription, and I got +10.25. so I have considered it as the contact lens spherical value, right? For the cylinder you have to subtract, this is the second value, this is the first value. So you are going to subtract the second value from the first value, same thing which you do in the retinoscopy readings for the finding of the cylinder. So here you are going to do the same thing. So you will subtract the +19 from the 10.25 and you will obtain +8.75 cylindrical value. So here spectacle prescription was +9, you have converted +9, you obtain +10.25 sapphire, and for this cylindrical value you have to subtract second value which was +19 from the first value, you obtain +8.75, and axis will be of the spherical power, right? So sapphire is on the 90 in the spectacle prescription. So for the contact lens prescription we will use the same axis, so that is at 90 degree. It means that power of the cylinder will be 90 apart or at 180 degree, right? So that is how you can convert the toric spectacle prescription into the toric contact lens prescription, right? So I hope this is very clear to you all. In case of any query, comment in comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with your fellows. Thank you so much.